all a learning experience, and I think the good thing is that for your next deal, you already gained that experience, so you're
Yep.
So it helped. Yeah, I don't complain either, because it's all a learning.
It's worth it. It's a reward, right? It's a huge reward. Yeah,
it's a huge reward. Yeah,
cool.
So it's worth all the time and effort and everything that we put into it. Hopefully, as we go along, we learn and make it easier with each transaction. Yeah,
you will. And each transaction, they're all different, right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, yep.
So we got a few more on here. So would anybody else like to share something good or what they're grateful for? Lena's on too. Renee, Yesenia, Jessica.
Hi, Jessica, Yesenia. How you guys all doing? What's up, the big homie right there. Look at him, just working hard right there.
We're talking about you, Chris.
Who, me?
Yeah, you're like, ooh.
I'll go. I'm thankful for the invite that you guys had for that Tony.
Yeah. What did you think?
I think it was great, and it changed my perspective on things. And I actually broke out of my comfort zone, and I started doing more posts. And it's kind of nerve-wracking, but I'm drumming up. It was funny because I was kind of intimidated at first, but I put up my first post and somebody was like, "Hey, how do I get a loan and how do I get started?" Like within the first hour, and I was like, "Dang!" And it didn't pan out. Like it didn't turn into a deal. But I just seen the initial response, and I was like, "Hey, that is great." So I've been posting a little bit more and just content. And sometimes it's hard trying to find content.
Yeah, it is, right?
I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel, so I'll just copy somebody else's and I'll just go with that. But it's cool because I think it's putting in that hard work is going to be something that's going to really pay off as a new agent faster than just saying trying to reach people on a day-to-day, because you can only reach so many people in person. So I think social media kind of would give me that vehicle to reach like more people. So I just want to say thank you for that, and I'm grateful that you guys had that to enlighten me and show me what I did do.
Awesome.
And it's really important that we're all doing that, actually, because like you said, you could only reach a certain amount of people a day, right? Because you get busy, whatever the case is. But online, you can reach all your friends. If you have 1,000 of them, one post, at least half of them will see it. So yeah, keep posting stuff. I need to get better at it too. I don't do it enough either. So, because I was like, you know what, Facebook and social media. I just felt like I like the old way better. Doing it in person and stuff like that. Hey, it's
you don't post, Abel. You just go on TV.
Just go on TV. Call me.
I haven't seen the commercial yet.
You haven't seen the commercial?
Larry has. I haven't.
Yeah, I actually had a nice little burgundy jacket on. And then Jenny combed my hair, so I look good.
Oh, that is crazy. I saw Jacob got on, Baba got on.
Well, guys, honestly, the way we were gonna do it, I want to just hear what you guys, any questions you guys have, anything from the good, from the bad, and just ask me, and I'll answer everybody's questions. And if there's any formulas and stuff like that, I could do one-on-ones. I'm available anytime. So if you guys could just take a moment and just think of some questions that you guys would have.
I have one.
Yeah.
Hey, so I've been trying to find a deal, and I feel like I'm just hitting a ceiling. I don't know how to bring a deal. Obviously, I want to find motivated sellers. You know what I mean? Because those are the easy transactions that can happen. But that's a numbers game. But I'm having trouble like skip tracing like the homeowner or like family members to get to where I can make contact with them, because my job gives me the flexibility. Obviously, I have a regular job too, but it gives me the flexibility to find, and I do a lot of driving for dollars. So I think I hit this ceiling, like, boom, I'm stuck here as far as skip tracing and whatnot. Do you have any solutions or any ideas that I can implement that can help me break that barrier of just kind of hitting a dead end?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question right there, brother. So I use Property Radar. When you pull over, obviously I don't want you to be safe. When you pull over, download Property Radar, send me a text, and I'm going to send you a login. That Property Radar is awesome, right? It'll show you foreclosures. It'll show you where the property owner lives, which is the way we do it. Most of the houses that I look at are vacant, right? Because they're not livable. And so Property Radar gives you the mailing address. That's where they're getting all their tax bills. That's where they're getting all their fines from the city, right? So what I used to do, I would go to their mailing address, and most of the time, I want to say 70% of the time, that's where they live, because it'll show you their mailing address, right? And you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. It's gonna give you more opportunities to get in contact with sellers.
Okay.
And then it's easy to navigate. Like I said, it's an app. And you could even just be standing in front of the house, and if you don't see an address, it'll give you that address when you click on that APN.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. I'm gonna Property Radar.
Property Radar.
And somebody else told me like True People Finder too. Like it helps track down their phone numbers and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean I've never tried it, but
that one?
no,
there's one that I've used for years that I used to use back when I had investigations. It's called that'sthem.com. That'sthem.com. You get it's real simple. You can do reverse lookups, reverse searches. It'll give you email addresses. It'll give you
that'sthem.com.
That'sthem.com. That's with an S. Them.com. It should be purple when you pull it up, and it'll give you IP addresses sometimes, but sometimes information, you got to take any of this online information with a grain of salt, knowing that sometimes it's not going to be as accurate, but sometimes it'll give you multiple people. You got to scroll down a little bit and you can see multiple different times they've moved. It'll show when they lived there last, so it gives you decent information. At least it's a trail.
And they charge you per house you look up or person you look up?
It's free.
What? Okay.
Yeah, we used to use it in investigations back in the day. Yeah.
How do you come onto my podcast and you drop bombs like that?
Because I'm helping you.
Text me that.
Okay. I'm helping you.
Thank you.
And that's funny because I do feel like investigate when I find houses. Like I got to throw an investigation, so that's good.
We have the best one right here with us, which is Sean.
and to be completely honest, guys, the way I do it, Property Radar is great. But I see, this is the deal. If you see the house that you really like, right? And there's a neighbor on the left, there's a neighbor on the right, there's 3 neighbors in front of that house. And so those are the persons that have the contact number for that person, because it's like whenever we go out of town, me and Jenny go out of town, I always tell my neighbors, hey, we're going to be gone for a week. If you see anything suspicious, please give me a call. They have my number. They have my name. So those neighbors have that information. One of them's going to have it. It could be the 3 in the front of the house. It could be the ones on the side of the house, or even the ones behind the house might have the information to them. So that was one of the things that we would always do. We would never leave a house before door knocking, the 3 in the front, the 2 on the side of the house, and then the ones in the back. Then we felt like we accomplished something instead of just going there, putting a card, and then walking away, right? And believe it or not, 50-50, you'll get it. Because nobody wants a house like that to, if I had a neighbor that had a vacant home and people kept coming in and out, I would try to do my best to get the house, occupied or fixed up or whatever. So they want to help. That's a nice picture, Mike.
Oh, whoa.
Now you're flying through wow. Damn. That's how I felt this morning.
Okay, so Property Radar and this one, let's
Yeah. So, and then door knock the neighbors. Trust me, they want you guys to get that house. They want you to buy that house and fix it. I promise you. Especially right now with the way the bums and everything are right now. It's crazy.
Repairs.
Yeah.
For right now.
Hola.
Hello.
You're up.
Okay, so what else do you guys want to kind of have Abel maybe touch a little bit more on? There's so much in the investment, I feel, that to learn and to know, but maybe if there's something that you guys really want to kind of really mastermind on, like we were talking about door knocking, and if that's what you guys kind of want to focus on, he can maybe get a little bit more in detail with it.
You guys think of some questions, right? But I'm going to jump in and I'll tell you guys what I recommend that you guys all do. Because you guys are licensed, people take you more serious, right? You just let them know that you guys are licensed real estate agents. And honestly, they open up the door more than just anybody just door knocking when they know that you're a real estate agent. I think that we should all be working on hiring a couple door knockers under you guys. So you guys, obviously you guys are one person, you guys can only do so much. Same thing with the Facebook, you know, put a post, say, hey, you know what, I'm looking to buy 2 houses by the end of the month or by the end of the year. You know, if you guys have any property addresses or anybody that wants to sell cash as is, you guys get comfortable using those terms. Even if we feel like we don't have the money in there, we have somebody that is gonna be able to buy that house, and then that way you guys could find one. But you got to create posts, right? You got to find a door knocker. A door knocker is somebody that's going to pass out your information. They're just going to set appointments, and you're going to pay them 3 to 6% of the deal. So if they find you a deal for $100,000, you're going to pay them $3,000, and the investor that's going to buy the house is going to pay the $3,000. No money comes out of your pocket, right? So you guys just be confident. Be confident enough to just give offers. We will find the money. We have a bunch of investors that we use. We will find the money. And so when you guys are out there, act like you have that money in your back pocket. And the way you're gonna get people to you know under you is basically let them know that you're gonna pay them 3 to 6%, just like a real estate agent. They will be 1099, so let them know ahead of time. But they're gonna be. How cool is that? They don't have to take a test. They don't gotta. This test in California is crazy to be a real estate agent, and they could just go out, find deals for you, and you pay them 3 to 6%. You'll have a lot of people that want to do it.
I have a question. So when you find a deal that somebody, for example, maybe like a notice of default, and it's tenant occupied and it needs a lot of work, and they agree that they want to sell it, but it's a probate situation, and we go into contract. What changes do you do to that contract? Because you're going to probably buy it tenant occupied.
Yeah.
So do you just add some verbiage onto the contract? Is that what we do? Or?
Okay. So what I do that's worked out great for me, let's say that it's a notice of default, right? We know they live in there. We know that it would be hard to get them out, right? So what you do, let's say they're going to make $50,000, right? That's all they're going to make after we buy it. They're making, right, instead of losing, they're gonna make $50,000. Instead of giving them the $50,000 when we close, you hold $25,000 of that. You give them 25 and you keep a large amount, and that large amount stays in escrow until they move out of the property. That's when you give it to them.
Right, but let's say that the owner is not occupying, he's got a tenant in there, and they're paying rent. So it's a paying tenant, and you kind of want to keep them until, or do you want it vacant in order to renovate?
It's better vacant. It's better to have it vacant, but if you do it that way, just in our costs or rehab costs,
we have to
in the formula we do add that on there. It's going to take you 5 months to get them out, right?
Okay, or to maybe even evict them if they're
or do cash for keys, which is the best in the scenarios. Cash for keys.
Cash for keys, and we can add that verbiage onto the contract that we currently have.
Yeah, we could add it too, because there's on our contract that we use. There's a part where it says notes. Add that to your note.
Okay, whatever.
And if anybody needs a contract too, reach out to us and we'll give you the contract. The Property Radar app, download it. It's going to be very helpful. But yeah, that's the way we just got to find ways to be creative, because obviously we're taking on problems that nobody else is willing to do.
And I think that's when it becomes a benefit to that seller when you pretty much say, I'll take that burden off of you. I'll take care of that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what they want to hear. They're tired of the property. They're tired of the problems, you know. They just want to be gone. And that's why we buy them as is.
Okay.
So always use that as is, no inspections. We don't need to do any inspections unless there's a septic tank or and a well. That's when we do want to do inspections.
There's a septic and a well.
You don't, honestly, you don't have to put it on the contract either. You just go and you do your inspections. You pay for them, you know what I mean? And then you decide if you're going to go push forward or you're not.
Okay.
So I got a question for you, Abel, if you got a second. This is David.
Yeah. What's up, David?
How's it going, man? It's been a minute.
This has been a great morning.
It's been good. This is good stuff. So I've got one. It's a friend of the family. House is super beat up. You know what I mean? Like the property insurance is gone on it. They won't insure it anymore. Like the eaves on it are rotted off. Inside's okay. It's still livable, but you know, probably not for too much longer. So how do you price something like that? You know what I mean? It's not like your typical comps versus comps. When you're going to send somebody or offer somebody cash for something like that, you know, what are the calculations you're making?
Okay, check this out. So I'll tell you a little bit of how I got these numbers. These numbers that I do every 3 months, I do an audit on my construction company. So I know exactly what I'm spending on burnt homes, on full rehabs, where full rehab is going to be your roof, your windows, your bathrooms, your kitchen, your flooring, your baseboards, fixtures, everything. The whole house is basically new, right? But the structure is good. That's a full rehab. A burnt house it's a house that the garage caught on fire, or even the whole house complete. As long as there's one wall up, I can rebuild without having to pay all the new schoolings, engineering, right? A bunch of stuff. I could cut a lot of corners and cost that way. And so we do burnt houses. Larry, what is the last audit that we did? So you want to write this down, David?
Okay.
What was the square footage for a burnt house?
For a burnt house was $55.
$55. Awesome.
So
what was it
just
for
a full rehab was 40, and then a minor rehab was 18.
Okay. So David, so basically a cosmetic one is costing us $18 a square feet. So a cosmetic is just paint, carpet, maybe a couple facial boards, but we're out. It's something simple. It's what I call it a 21-day flip.
Okay, perfect. That makes sense. This was probably more in the full rehab.
Okay, so then you're going to get the $40, right? And you're going to multiply that by the square footage of the home. And that's how much, if me and you partnered up on this deal, that's at cost. That's how much we're going to spend to do this deal.
Okay.
Anytime I do anything with any of my legacy people, it's at cost. So I don't charge $1 more of what it costs me. We have workers' comp. We have employees that we work Monday through Friday at the properties. So we're not, we come Tuesday and then we don't come until next week. We're there Monday through Friday, and that's what you guys get. So when you partner up with me, we go 50-50 across the board. And if you ever feel like people, not you, I don't know who, but you know, there's people that be like, well, why am I gonna split it? Well, if you think about it, how much do you think another contractor was gonna cost you to do that full rehab? It was gonna cost you $70,000-$65,000. So what you're really giving me is nothing out of your pocket. It's what you were gonna pay another contractor.
Sure, it's
so,
profit. Yeah.
Makes sense? And so if you were gonna pay another contractor $20,000 more, that's what you're giving me, and you know, and you know that there's gonna be somebody there Monday through Friday, which is rare with any contractor, by the way, guys. And so, you know, that's I mean, I think that's what we bring to the table, is that we really want everybody to be. I literally do it at cost.
When you're making them that offer, you're just working backwards. You're starting at what you think you can sell the house at, subtracting out the costs and all that, building in the property that you want, and then kind of going from there.
Yeah, so you'll do the full rehab. So let's say it's 1,000 square feet, easy math, $40,000, and then you're gonna take away your real estate fees. You'll take away your escrow fees, your holding costs. So the holding cost is it's usually right now with the money that we're borrowing, it would be from 10 to 12% interest only for 12 months, and 2 points up front. So the way you would calculate that, let's say they're giving it to you for 120, right? You would do 2 points, which is what they charge for the origination fee, and then you would do 10 to 12%. And the holding, always do it for 6 months. It doesn't matter if you can finish it in 1 month. It's just a good way to have that cushion.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and then so the burn house is $55, full rehabs are $40, and the cosmetics are $18. That's our cost.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep, no problem. Anybody else?
I got another one then.
Yeah.
So you kind of mentioned some funding sources in house. What kind of options do we have there?
Okay, so those are the investors that we're going to be able to use together when we partner up together.
Okay, perfect. Got it.
Yeah, so you don't worry about money, right? We'll get it. We'll get the money for the purchase, and then we'll figure out the cosmetics.
Sounds good. We'll be talking soon.
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Go get it, David. Go get it, man.
Go get it. David, and a full rehab, I could probably do it like in 6 weeks.
Oh man, that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You guys know how to hold that hammer.
Oh my.
Hey.
I'm sorry, guys. My phone's connected to my iPad, so it keeps on.
That's David calling you. He's already got one. He's ready.
I know.
Yeah.
David's on it, man. He's on it.
Look, guys.
David, you are on it.
And then also, like Violet already brought 2 deals. She made like $25K. We have Leo Quesada. I think he brought a deal. He made $10K. So if it's not the one for you to partner up with me, you just basically wholesale it to me, and if you just ask what it is. I kind of gave you the formula, so if you would just kind of use those numbers, you know how much you would be able to make. I'm never gonna be like, no, you know what, too much. If I could buy the deal, I'd buy it. I don't negotiate. If it makes sense, it makes sense. So keep that in mind. You know that we're buying houses as well. So it doesn't. If let's say it's a big right, the way that I've been.
Don't pass out on an opportunity because you can't do it yourself.
If it's a big,
still make some money and.
Yeah. And it's quick, 14 to 21 days max. We'll close it.
So we just have to come with like a signed contract from the seller.
Yes, and if you guys need help, I'll go with you guys. That's what I do with the House Junkies crew. I'll go and I'll help them close the deals.
The Visalia office, I know, has the House Junkies contract, and I know Larry and Abel had worked on updating it, which is the one that we use anytime that somebody gets a deal.
Damn, I guess I can't say that I don't do anything all damn day. These phones don't stop. Are you there?
Right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I'm always there.
Yeah, so if you want, Roy, I'll go with you. Just let me know if you lock something in, or if you just set an appointment and
set
I'll
an
show
appointment with the seller.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'll let you know.
It's a numbers game. The more doors that you knock, or you stop, or you make conversations, or the more people you ask, the more opportunities you're gonna get, right? So just let people know that you're out there looking for a house. And like I said, say that you're buying it. You know, you technically are if you want to partner up.
Is it the same, or is it more complicated if it's going through like a probate type of situation?
We have all the systems in place, so you don't. I mean, we have Larry just did a probate, and I don't know what Larry did, but I think that girl thought Larry was cute or something because she finished that probate like in 30 days or something.
Damn.
Yeah, we had. Can I tell a story real quick, Abel?
Yeah, no, tell it.
Yeah, we contacted somebody who was in default, and they had already received the trustee sale, which was 45 days out. So we had 45 days to do a probate, and then Abel had 2 weeks.
For your feet.
What was that? But anyway, so we have a probate person that Abel and Mario put us in contact with in Bakersfield. She did the probate in 30 days. It normally takes 3 to 4 months. She did it in 30 days. We had it through probate, and then Abel was able to close it in 2 weeks. So we closed the deal about 2 days before the auction date.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Is that Sunnyview?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And Sunnyview, what are you predicting your profit to be after we're all said and done with it?
Ooh, about 80 or 90,000 Abel.
See, it's
Not a
rewarding
bad day.
in 3 months to say that would be the profits and something like that is pretty crazy, right?
It was kind of stressful, but it's worth it.
I know Larry's like, are you gonna be able to close it? Are you gonna be able to close it? I'm like, yeah.
We were all stressing for a little while, but we made it happen.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, like we'll find the money, right? And so, it sometimes it does come to this because I'm waiting for this deal to close so I can. But see, sometimes the deals don't close. But the good thing is that we're always going to get it done. So that's the most important part. If I got to borrow from Jenny's, I'm going to borrow from Jenny. I will get it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.